The Kellogg Company is one of those stocks, especially dividend stocks, where you don't really know how many brands they own until you look into it yourself. And regardless of how the company does, in my own opinion, they have such a moat of products and they're so popular that regardless of things like sugar tax or if people are making a push towards healthier food, it's companies like this that have the resources and availability to adapt. And even if a complete beginner investor was to invest in Kellogg's, in my own opinion, I don't think they'd have to worry about their position. So Kellogg's was founded in 1906, but the stock history that I could find goes back to 1982. And as you can see, nice steady growth, some dips here and there, which is completely unavoidable. It's totally natural in the stock market for this to happen. But since 1982, it's gone from $2.83, currently trading at $66.60. Now it's important to note here that when you look at the full history of the stock that goes back to 1982 in comparison to this one, this just shows the history of this platform, which is Trading 212. So this only goes back to 2013. So if a new investor was to come in and say, oh, well, it's started at 62 and now it's at 66, that's not very good. It's important to make sure that you go back and look at the full history. So Kellogg's ticker symbol is K, currently trading for $66.60 per share. It has 31,000 employees and it's in the food processing industry of the consumer non-cyclical sector. It pays a dividend 4 times a year, and the last one I received was for 49.3 cents per share. So it has about 31,000 employees. It's a manufacturer and marketer of ready-to-eat cereal and convenience foods. The company's principal products are snacks such as crackers, savory snacks, toaster pastries, cereal bars, granola bars and bites, and convenience foods such as ready-to-eat cereals, frozen waffles, veggie foods, and noodles. Its segments include North America, which includes the United States businesses, and Canada. There's also Europe, which consists principally of European countries, Latin America, which consists of Central and South America and includes Mexico, and the Asia, Middle East and Africa, which consists of Africa, Middle East, Australia, and other Asian and Pacific markets. The company's snacks brands are marketed under brands such as Kellogg's, Cheez-It, Pringles, Austin, Parati, and RX Bar. Its cereals and cereal bars are generally marketed under the Kellogg's name, with some under the Kashi and Bear Naked brands. Its frozen foods are marketed under the Eggo and Morningstar Farms brands. Kellogg's current market cap is $21.58 billion, has a PE ratio of 16.36, current revenue is $13.77 billion, has an earnings per share of $3.87, and a dividend yield at the moment of 3.67%. Its quarterly profit margin is about 8.5%, and over the last year is about 9%. Its quarterly debt to assets is 81%, and annually is close to 83%. And its annual cash flow from operating is $1.99 billion. From investing is negative $585 million, and from financing is negative $1.39 billion. Has a 52-week high of $68.6 and a 52-week low of $56.61. The dividend history is also quite nice. Now it has nice steady growth, although quite slow. You will find quite a lot of dividend stocks that will each dividend payment will go up by a fraction of a penny, or even maybe by 1 penny, but this one is quite nice. Now 2013 it was 46, and the beginning of 2014, then it jumped to 49 cents halfway through 2014, and it seems that every 4 quarters They've been bumping it up by a couple of cents, sometimes up by 2 cents and sometimes up by 1. But slow and steady growth, which is always nice to see. So there's plenty of information on their website for your research: brand portfolio, well-being, corporate responsibility. And inside the investor relations section, there's also parts on sustainability. You can find the news and events, earnings reports, all the usual stuff that you'd need for your research. But it is important to remember that this is opinion, and most breakdowns of stocks that you'll find somewhere like YouTube, that's the opinion of the person making the video. So in this case, it's my opinion, and it is very important to always do your own research. So I'm merely going to guide you in the direction of where to look. But that's all for this one, and I hope that you found this useful.